The original Devil Wears Prada showed us a personal identity crisis, while the sequel showed us a societal one. So let's talk about both of these themes and what it really means. I recently watched both of these movies. They're both a ton of fun, they're well acted, and they're incredible at depicting fashion as both meaningful and a form of art, but the fundamental messages and stories are vastly different. My co-host actually worded their differences perfectly in our latest episode when she described the problems of the first movie as micro and the problems in the second movie as macro. The first film shows us Andy's journey of discovering herself, her ambitions, her passions, while also showing how easily you can get so lost in the hustle that you lose yourself to the process. And I think this message is highly relatable. And the film offers sort of a resolution when Andy ultimately chooses herself and she walks away from the life that no longer aligns with who she wants to be. But the sequel is tackling much bigger problems: fast fashion, consumerism, the death of journalism and print media, mass layoffs, difficult job markets, changing times, and the impending doom of AI. All of these topics are still relatable, but the film felt hypocritical or contradictory at times, and the solutions that it presents to the problems felt completely out of touch and unattainable for most of us normal people. Most of us don't have billionaire connections who can hand us jobs or buy our struggling companies. And the film was heavy with product placement, advertisement, and celebrity cameos, so it was hard to not leave with sort of a bitter taste in my mouth or even a feeling of defeat. It showcased some of our society's deepest struggles, but from the perspective of the wealthy and the well-connected. Now, that doesn't automatically make this a bad movie, and I'm glad it brought attention to such important topics, but I just wish that it felt a little bit more grounded in the reality that the majority of us actually live in. As someone whose dream was to work in journalism but shifted to social media marketing to keep up with the times, I constantly feel burned out by the ever-changing digital landscape and the pressure to consume. What do you think though? Do you think that this was the right movie to tell this story? Did you think that it handled these issues and topics well, or did you also think there could have been some improvement? Overall, I still prefer the first movie, but I enjoyed the sequel much more the second time I watched it. That way, I'd already sort of processed the story and could simply enjoy it for what it was. I loved the fashion. I loved the strong leading cast. It was a good time. I loved seeing it in a theater full of other women, and I hope we get more movies like this soon.